Yes, guys, it's the Calabar Talk Show with Dave, and soon the Davido Trees expression. Finally, it's the season of sweetness, and a lot of persons are expecting appointment. You guys should go get a job, please. Let's talk six things. Six important things you should consider if you intend to have a car and put it into the franchise called Bolt. If you intend to have a driver, if you intend to give your car out for the purpose of Bolt, you need to listen to me. Because everyone feels it's a shortcut to make money, and everyone feels it's easy money, and everyone wants to attempt that business. But there are key important things that you should consider before you give your car out for the purpose of bolting to a Bolt driver. Number one, test your driver. I can't emphasize this enough. Testing your driver eventually means you protecting your vehicle from auto crash. Your driver has to understand what it means to be a driver and what it means to be high in maintenance standard and maintenance culture. You need to make sure your driver knows what he or she is doing as pertaining to handling the vehicle on and off the road. Number two, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Toyota Corolla. That car is overrated. I drive a Toyota Corolla. It must not be a Toyota Corolla. The last time I bought a Corolla, I bought it for 2.8 million about a year and 5 months ago. And right now, a Corolla is 4.5 million. If you people say a Corolla, has fuel efficiency, it's not rocket sciences. The car is very light. The pan is quite light. But there are better cars for better prices with genuine parts. Let me tell you something, guys. The Toyota Corolla is so popular that, and its demand is so high that almost every part of the Corolla now in the market, whether in Lagos, whether in Onitsha, whether in Calabar, are fake parts. Trust me, a Camry, Spider, and other parts, other vehicles that are higher than the Corolla are now less expensive than Corolla parts. And almost every part you get for a Corolla is refurbished. Then, there's something about a Corolla, it has its own unique problems. It has its own unique problems. Here and there, oil seals are going to leak, the timing chain tensioner is going to leak. All those little things are there with very expensive parts that are not necessarily genuine. You guys, the idea is trying to get a car that doesn't use so much fuel. A Toyota is a 1.8 liter car, a 1.8 liter engine. What you need is a car that has a 1.6 liter engine. So consider a Prius, consider any other brand of car with a 1.6 liter engine, because the idea is when the output of the engine is lower, the fuel usage will be much lower. And trust me, you're talking about doing boats right now, you need to actually consider fuel. You have to take your engine fuel economy over speed. You have to take that. So consider a Prius, and that car normally comes with just a gasoline engine, and sometimes it comes with a battery. So you swap between the battery and your engine. The one that comes with the battery has a higher advantage because the idea is to eventually accumulate, of course, money. So the idea should be getting a smaller engine or getting a car that uses battery so that you can drive from the engine and to the battery and reduce fuel usage and of course get more profit. Also, a Honda Civic, please. Once people hear Honda start shouting legs, legs, legs. The Honda Civic has its ball joints like this, just like a Toyota. The ball joints are like this, so it doesn't just pull like a Honda could. And besides, ball joints don't just pull; they tell you and give you signs. People don't listen to their vehicles. That's why you eventually see those poles on the road. They don't listen. Even a big for nothing Corolla, a big for nothing Camry, I meant, it's much more now cheaper than a Toyota Corolla. So these are your options. The Honda Civic, the Prius for me is the first choice. Any other 1.6 liter engine is the first choice. A Honda Civic is 1.6 liter, 1.8 liter engine is also a good choice. A big for nothing Camry has a bigger space, has way cheaper parts than a Corolla, is also a good choice. Please stop stressing yourself and your driver with a Corolla. Almost every Corolla that you guys get, they're not direct Belgium, and Nigerian use Corollas, and these Corollas are refurbished Corollas. They are done, they are tired, wear and tear, they are completely done. Mind you, in bold, you put in an average of 10 to 12, 13 hours a day if you're a serious driver. That's like going from Calabar to Lagos or from Calabar to Abuja every day. So trust me, it will tell on your engine if your engine is already worn out, to tell. Even engines that are direct Belgium engines that are good will still run out because the pressure on the vehicle is much. And don't forget, the AC is always on. You're parking, the car is steaming. You're driving, the car is steaming. So forget about a Corolla. It's just a fancy car and it's simply overrated. And the third thing on my list is you installing a tracker on your vehicle. This will help you keep tabs where your vehicle is at and know exactly the speed at which your driver is going. Trust me, you don't want to have a driver that goes in excessive of speed above the safe speed limits in the metropolis. Even the Calabar Highway, Murtala Mohammed Highway, has a speed limit of I think about 45 kilometers per hour max that you should do there. So why should you be doing 80, 100 when it keeps you in a position where if you have an auto crash, the impact of the vehicle will be much, much, much more than it's supposed to be, which is going to accumulate more cost in repairs. When the vehicle is moving much slower at slower speeds, of course, we have a car crash, the impact will be far less. So we have a tracker. When the driver is going in excesses of speed that you and him don't agree on, you can just switch off your vehicle. And when what he or she knows that you are tracking the vehicle and you can see the vehicle in real time, of course, he or she won't be going unnecessarily fast. Install a tracker in your vehicle. Outside that, there's so much threat to life on board drivers now, and the car's being stolen. You want to know where your car is, and you want to know if it's an SOS. The tracker is key. The fourth thing I'm going to bring to you is don't attempt. Please, rule number one in your arrangement with your driver, serious tip. Let him just pay you complete money. Let him pay you money. Don't share your maintenance culture of your vehicle with your driver. So that brings us to maintain your vehicle yourself. Don't say when there's a certain issue that exceeds 5,000, you will bring money and I will bring money. You get. We allow a man that is working so hard to raise money for you and that sees you as a beneficiary of that money. This is how Nigerians think. Nigerians are like that. So he or she won't take the maintenance of your vehicle serious. Just collect direct cash and maintain your vehicle yourself. Your driver shouldn't have a relationship with your mechanic. It means before considering giving your car out for gold, you have a trusted mechanic. You have a trusted part source on Bedwell if you are based in Calabar. Wherever you are based, have a trusted mechanic and have a trusted ally for part supplies. Let your maintenance of your vehicle do it on your own without your driver, being part of it. Otherwise, what you have is wear and tear so much because the maintenance culture will be too low because he or she is trying to save cost. The next thing I'd like to point out to you is, look, people don't understand this. When you say you pay me 40,000, pay me 25,000, pay me 30,000 for a week, it's something you don't get. That person can make 30, 40, 50,000 in 2 days, depending on if he or she is a baby boater or an experienced boater. And that person can take a trip outside Calabar for 100,000, 200,000, 250K, 300K as the case may be, and comes back to give you 30, 40, 50,000 for a week. Trust me, do you know the amount of wear and tear that it takes to move your car from Calabar to Lagos, or from Calabar to Uyo, or from Calabar to Benin, or from Calabar to Port Harcourt, or from Calabar to Abuja? That's a lot wear and tear your tires. That's a lot wear and tear your pistons. That's a lot wear and tear your rings. That's a lot of wear and tear your plugs. And don't forget that you are the one that's maintaining this vehicle. So do this arrangement. Whatever trip that's outside Calabar, your driver of course knows that you have a tracker, and of course knows that when he or she wants to exceed 8 miles, they are going to switch off the car. So he or she always comes to you for trips outside Calabar, and you guys will renegotiate. You get. So for every double wear and tear than expected, you get paid for it, so that you can as well be able to have money to maintain your vehicle when that time comes. Take note, drivers will take the car outside Calabar, make lots of money, and give you peanuts. But at the end of the day, that will be peanuts compared to the maintenance cost that you are going to incur. The last thing I'm going to bring to you is people should stop putting too much expectations on boats, on getting money from boats. It's a very difficult business. I did boat for close to 2 years and I have vast experience. I still survive outside doing active boat, but with the loyal passengers and customers I've built in those years. It is not easy for the driver. Don't expect too much. Don't feel that it's just where you just go and pick money and pack money from the streets of wherever you are based. No, 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 no. It's not that easy. A lot of things have to be put in place. You have to reduce costs to have a higher profit. You have to manage the whole system to make it effective. If you don't manage the system from the kind of vehicle you get, from how sound your vehicle is, people just go pick a Corolla that's dead, spray it, service it, and say, I don't want to hear stories, pay me 40,000 naira every week. Trust me, I've seen a lot of, Corollas that sleep and basically live in mechanic workshops. Don't expect too much. It's the Calabar Talk Show with Dave, and soon a David Trees expression. I will bring on a real life practical advice for profiling solutions. Ciao, ciao.